All right. Here we go.
All right. We're live.
Is this going to be called The Range or the Turning the Pods Gay? That'd be a good question.
It's your pod, brethren.
It's not my pod. That was okay. So I was literally supposed to tell you guys this isn't my pod. This is like a group pod.
Okay.
So is it The Range or is it?
I think we'll let the
TT
audience. Let's let the audience decide.
Yeah, honestly,
TTTPG.
explode the comment section right now and let us know what you think it should be called.
Turning. Is it they are turning the pods or turning the pods?
Triple TPG.
Triple TPG.
Triple TPG.
Honestly, we're gonna
They are
need
turning
7.
the
Whoever
pod.
gives the most booms in the comment is gonna.
Yeah.
Whoever gives us the most booms.
Okay, so as of now, I guess we're just gonna hopefully get comments. It's gonna be either The Range or The Range Chronicles, or I just like The Range. The
Yeah.
Range. They're turning the pods gay. Any number 3s?
Dante's Inferno.
Number
No.
3, my lord.
Devontae's.
Devontae's Inferno. The history of Devontae is pretty insane too.
Little intro. I'm Dante, also known as Patrick Bet Dante. Run the DFP, the DFP podcast, Dante Fernando podcast, and figured we'll start The Range or Turning the Pods Gay podcast with my brother and Cole. Episode 3, Joey. Episode 4, Cole. You guys want to give a little intro about yourselves?
I'm episode 4, Cole. I've been eager to get back here. It's good to be back here in beautiful Mission Viejo. It's a little bit of a inclement weather day. I think we have an atmospheric river headed our way, but that's okay. And yeah, I'm glad to be here with my two native friends.
Yeah, so we're here in the.
Art Senior.
We're actually here in the garage. I'm Joey Pod 3, a.k.a. Don's brother. Known him for 33 years. Currently age 33, the year of our Lord. And
Same.
yeah, neighbors are cruising by right now looking at the setup. You need to know, too, and for people, too, while we were hashing out the name, this gym used to be called The Range.
Yeah, a little context.
That's good,
For,
yeah.
for
Yeah,
My
used to
bad.
be covered in couches, carpet, and this was the hang zone. Dante went away to the military. Range was left vacant for a little bit. He came back and had a new vision for the Range, which was Enemy Fitness. So that's why I think, my vote goes The Range. I think we should call it that. But just to give people some backstory there. But yeah, we are currently in the Range right now, in the garage, absolutely potting.
Yeah, I thought that maybe, even though I think Turning the Pods Gay is a one of the best names I've ever heard, and I think Cole, you created it, obviously. I think 100%.
well,
But I think having gay in a title might be a little bit hurtful for future.
gay.
Is gay okay to say?
Gay is okay to say.
Gay
You
is
know,
okay to say.
Where, if you reminisce to the Flintstones, yeah. What does that say? It's okay to say gay. It's okay to say gay. Yeah. If you
have the magnet.
if you think back to the Flintstones, in the title song, it talks about having a gay old time. It's a term for having fun.
Cole's already on
And
about
even
Flintstones
queer.
lore.
Even queer is a great word. You're being queer with your friends. You're having a queer time. It doesn't mean you're sucking.
But in relation to the frogs, though, too.
Well, yes, the frogs. If you actually go back to my episode, we talked about this.
Pretty in-depthly, too, actually.
There's been experiments in government with atrazine, a chemical commonly found in our drinking water, and that our children swim and play in, probably in the acid rain we're having today.
Cole, every time Cole pods, he gets on the soapbox and then doesn't look at me, not starts preaching to the camera. But this is good. This is what we need because
I think
Cole.
both you guys.
I think I do
that.
too.
Both you guys
But
got
Cole
on the mic
does go
and goes-
directly to the heart and
Yeah.
directly to the viewer, which is good.
I'm pontificating.
Which is good.
Technically,
I'm
the
not-
only podcast you did do was with me. Did we talk to the mic or the camera or no?
when Cole was
No,
on
we
about
talked to each
atrazine.
other.
When Cole was
I
I
on
was
about
on about
atrazine.
atrazine. Yeah,
Yeah.
atrazine.
I think it's from the amount of explaining that you have
Yeah.
to do to your wife,
People need to
Macy,
know. Yeah.
that you have to just explain.
She's not hearing it, so I need an audience.
Does Macy not listen? Does she believe in all of the?
Cole
Uh,
still has
the
to
good
get on
word.
his soapbox, though.
She'll listen to me, but maybe a little bit reluctantly, because I really don't know what I'm talking about a lot of the time. And then I'll say, let me just, and then I Google for some obscure Reddit article or something I saw which told this truth to me that I can't find, and then I can't explain it, and then we move on.
Find
But
out.
atrazine, it can cause male amphibians to produce estrogen, the reverse in females.
I feel it.
It might be trans more than gay, but it's a colloquialism to say they're turning the frogs gay.
And then when it comes to turning the pods gay, is there anything that has to do with podcasts that have been becoming less?
I think the podcast space,
Better?
especially leading to the historic 2024 election, was utilized far more by the conservative side. A playbook that I believe President Trump credits Baron Trump with telling him, "Dad, you need to get on the pods."
We got to cut to
so
Baron
I think
right here too.
I think, huh?
We should do a cut to Baron.
Yeah, yeah. Baron's huge.
Just to get a quick visual of the bloke.
But yeah, I think the libs, the left, they view podcasts as kind of like this right wing operative now. A lot of the male centric podcasts, but there's plenty of libbed out pods too.
We're jumping on board now too. We got
Gavin news.
big news.
Yeah,
Got the new.
Gavin's in the space. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome,
Gavin.
Honestly, I want to take this time to legit hold space for Gavin and hold space for him and his pod.
We'd love to have you as a guest.
He just
Yeah.
had Charlie Kirk.
He had Charlie Kirk, a kind of right-wing pundit, sort of controversial. He goes to colleges and gets yelled at by children. He finds that, fun. It makes for good content, I guess.
Thanks for the intro for Kirk.
He's kind of a weird-looking fella.
That's when Cole gets on the soapbox and starts explaining to the viewer who Kirk is. Did you listen to the pod?
I listened to segments of it. I listened to when he kind of was talking about his son really liking him. That was kind of.
But is it on? Is it Charlie
gotta be
Kirk is
Gavin's
on
son.
Gavin's podcast? or
Kirk is
reverse?
on Gavin's podcast.
Was he
and
the
it's
first
just
guest?
weird, huh?
Was he the first guest?
I don't know. I just like how it shows how you see it's like a sports team. You see something a tactic that won, and now they're
Yeah.
trying to do it,
Yeah.
and it's kind of awkward. I don't know.
And I think
feel that. I
he's
feel that.
he's widely disliked in this state, and he's probably got presidential aspirations. So he's trying to kind of align himself more center to hopefully get votes down the line.
Not my vote.
Noose, dude. The big noose, man.
You guys
Slytherin.
He's Batman.
suffering succotash.
Honestly, though, I do want to get his slick back on point, though, because
Yeah,
the
it's
slick back
pretty
is always
amazing.
absolutely dialed.
Yeah.
Nice hair. So I prepped you guys with something that we might be doing today: a screenwriting.
All right, here's the deal. Don
Um,
told us about the pod. Said we don't have a name yet, and he just sent us a cool run-ins clip and just said "study up," and it was
Homework.
And it was one cool
Oh,
run-in.
what, we're going to
scene.
do the scene?
Yeah. We're all three gonna take turns doing the different characters. I'll start with Yul.
I didn't memorize the lines.
I sent you. It's on your phone. The whole screenplay.
Oh my
Is it called a screenplay?
Yeah.
The whole segment screenplay is on their phones.
So you're literally
I'm gonna be Yul. Joey's gonna be Sanka, and Cole's gonna be Junior for the first go around.
Did freaking Chet Hanks already get canceled for doing a Jamaican accent? Don immediately employs
I
us
think
to
it
just-
made. I think that helped Chat.
I think it helped Chet
Yeah.
for sure. Actually, just he was just on a show, I think. Wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he's on a new show. love Chet. Chet, if you're listening, would love to have you as a guest.
Dude, shit, we gotta get Hanks on. You didn't.
All right, so we'll stand.
I see.
It's right here.
Okay.
So at the bottom it shows I'll play Yul. So Yul Brenner. So this is a scene from Cool Runnings, late 1980s, early 1990s movie.
90s, I think.
Rest in peace, John
team,
Candy.
Jamaican bobsled team. There's Yul Brenner. There's Sanka Jr. And then I think Derek is the. Is it Derek is the main guy?
The main guy.
Anyway, we're gonna do a scene where Yul gets. You guys will see the scene. It's about Buckingham Palace. So I'll be Yul. You guys see the.
I see it.
Okay, you guys. So let me just check something really quick.
Okay. Yeah. So
you guys can see it. The person playing Yule stands, and I might try to crumple when it comes. All right, you'll see. There's a line. There's a scene in there where he crumples paper.
So no stage direction. We're going in. What's on the
What's
page?
the stage direction?
Like the action, what's happening in the scene. But we're just going in with the dialogue.
Yeah, we could explain. You want to explain what's going on?
So yeah, the three of the bobsledders are in a hotel room, kind of just camping out for the night,
Talking about what they want to do after they
talking about
win.
their dreams, and Yul Brenner's pacing in the room.
Yeah, okay. So I think Sanka is saying they're not going to be anything in life, even if they win.
Have
or
they
something
started?
Like that.
Have they discovered bobsleds yet?
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
yeah.
about to do.
They're sledding.
They're
at this
in
point.
like
Okay.
the Olympics,
Okay.
and I think, well, they're trying to be in the Olympics. And
Okay.
they're trying to. All right, are you guys ready? Cole, your Sanka. You know the laugh and everything when he laughs.
Yeah.
Okay, Joey, you're junior.
I thought I
Sorry,
was Sanka.
you're Sanka. My bad. You're junior.
Oh.
Okay. So before we start, I'm Yul. You're Sanka, Joey.
Yes.
Cole, you're junior.
Action.
Action. Say whatever it is you want, 'cause you're just like every other fool on the island. You're going nowhere, Sanka, and you're thrilled to death about it. But you see me?
Mom's
Hold
pulling
on.
up. No,
You
keep
see,
Bring us home.
going.
you see me? I'm different, 'cause I know exactly where I'm going. And after I, Yul Brenner, win the Olympics and become famous, I'm going to leave the island and live right down there.
Sanka.
Oh, you're Sanka. Shit.
Sorry, keep it up. That was a laugh?
I was.
What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about?
That's Buckingham Palace. You plan on living there? You're going to have to marry the queen.
Yule. That's where the Queen of England lives.
Crumples paper.
Face it, Yul Brenner. You can start calling yourself Madonna, but you're still going to end up in an outhouse shanty like every other dock working nobody.
Says who?
Says me, rich boy. What do you know about?
Well, I know my father started off in a one-room hut. Now he lives in one of the biggest homes in Kingston.
And scene. That was
Mom pulled up halfway through Don's Yul Brenner monologue.
all right. That was scene one. Me is Yule, Joey is Sanka, Cole. So now it's me as Junior, Joey you're Yule, Cole you're
rotating.
Cole you're Sanka.
It's an exercise.
Okay.
Yeah. Here.
Did you learn this? Did you learn this in the teams or what?
Yeah, this is called a rock drill.
This is some of the stuff they did in
This
the
is called a
teams.
rock
I'm
drill in the
Sanka.
SEAL teams.
Okay, Sanka.
Okay.
Who am I again? Okay, I'm Junior.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Action.
Say whatever it is you want, because you're just like every other fool on the island. You're going nowhere, Sanka, and you're thrilled to death about it. But you see me? You see me? I'm different, because I know exactly where I'm going. And after Yul Brenner win the Olympics and become famous, I'm going to leave the island and live right down there. What are you laughing about?
That's Buckingham Palace. You plan on living there? You're going to have to marry the Queen.
That's where the Queen of England lives.
Face it, Yul Brenner. You can start calling yourself Madonna. But you're still going to end up in an outhouse shanty like every other duck working nobody.
Says who?
Says me, rich boy. What are you going to do about it?
Oh, well, I know my father started off in a one-room hut. Now he lives in one of the biggest homes in Kingston.
Scene.
Scene.
Scene. And
So make sure just stand back and then kind of go wide legs so the camera sees your face.
my junior.
You are
Junior.
Junior. I'm Sanka.
The cycle laugh is yet to be dialed. Let's see if Don can nail it.
Joe was like,
Say whatever it is you want, because you're just like every other fool on the island. You're going nowhere, Sanka. And you're thrilled to death about it. But you see me, I'm different because I know exactly where I'm going. I'm going right here. And after Yul Brenner win the Olympics, I'm going to become famous and live right down there. What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about?
that's Buckingham Palace. You plan on living there, you're going to have to marry the queen.
Yule. That's where the Queen of England lives.
Face it, Yul Brenner.
That's me. You're supposed to crumple the paper. Face it, Yul Brenner. You start calling yourself Madonna, you're going to have to end up like every outhouse shanty, every other dock working nobody.
Says who?
Says me, rich boy. What do you know about it?
Well, I know my father started off in a one-room hut. Now he lives in one of the biggest homes in Kingston.
Scene. I can't do Psycha at all.
Don's Sanka laughed, went full Green Goblin.
That was pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
That's fun.
Honestly, this is the type of content you're going to see in this. When we have Newsom on the podcast, this is the type of stuff that we're going to do with Newsom.
Yeah, what would be a fun scene from a movie to do with Newsom? Who could he play?
The Green Goblin.
Honestly, we might have to just whip out another.
He could do a Green Goblin scene. He could do he'd be a good Tony Perkins, I think.
Get Tony Perkins.
From Heavyweights.
Make him
Perkins.
there.
Perkins.
make him karaoke an Incubus song.
Incubus.
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 What, did I have a lisp on
You
that?
said Incubus.
Isn't it Incubus?
Oh no! We got Carl G. Now we got Carl G.
It's not Incubus. What is it? What's the
Pardon me, while I
me.
burst.
It's Incubus. Incubus.
Yeah, like succubus, blood-sucking succubus, incubus. It's not succubus.
Incubus.
Don's got Incubus, Carl G. in the Jake Schmidt episode.
There's another one too.
I think I say Incubus as a joke, but I don't know anymore.
Corbin's still the one who has
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin
No, Slim Biscuit. I said Slim.
Slim
I thought it was Slimp Biscuit.
Slim Biscuit,
Slim
Slim
isn't even a
Biscuit, and
word.
Quentin Tarantino are the top, but Incubus might be
Incubus. Incubus?
it's Incubus.
And speaking of
Incubus.
Incubus, yesterday
Cole's
was,
been to a couple shows.
Yeah, I have seen Incubus. I've seen Incubus. I've seen System of a Down. I've seen Slipknot multiple times.
What is it? What is it about that draws you to the death metal, the Dark Lord concerts?
Well, Macy's always been into that, and I kind of never was. I guess it's exposure therapy. I mean,
But you really
Oh, you
tapped
never
in.
were into it?
Huh?
Macy brought you into the scene.
Cole was going to
I
John.
guess
Cole was
Slipknot.
going to John Mayer with us before he met
y-
Mace.
Yeah, I guess Slipknot. I wasn't into, but then you listen to Slipknot. You look at Slipknot, and it's the masks and the costumes and stuff. But then you listen, and it's like melodic and like good melodies, heartfelt lyrics. You know, shout out the boys from Iowa, Slipknot. But yeah, we snuck into a System of a Down concert at Verizon Amphitheater, And I think I'd never really listened to System ever before that, and that was an amazing concert.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Everybody set fire to the trash cans. It was real.
A girl broke
celebration.
her leg or arm at the bottom of the pit, and it was an uphill mudslide, and I had to carry her back up. Pretty big girl.
That was the only show that I was.
Loves to carry big girls.
that was the only show that I was afraid to actually get into the show.
Yeah.
Never
Seeing the mayhem.
Never been to an ICP exhibition though. Insane Clown Posse. I think that would be fun.
Oh,
Is Insane Clown Posse rap? Isn't
Yeah,
it
it's kind of rap. It's kind of
like a grunge
rock.
rap.
I don't know if there's one musical group that stresses me out more than the ICP.
Faygo. They drink Faygo.
Oh,
It's like a Detroit soda kind of, and they spray it on everybody at the shows.
alcoholic or
No, not alcoholic. Just a lot of Red 40 probably.
Is it more of like what's the race of people that usually go to Insane Clown Posses?
They're clowns.
I mean, they identify
the
as
race
clowns.
of people. It would be
A mixed race of people, or is
it's definitely a mixed race. I think that's what they pride themselves on, is just bringing
Very
kind of
inclusive.
all walks together. Very inclusive. But it's more of like, I'd
a
say, a
family.
Midwestern. I don't want to use the derogatory term white trash.
I don't want to use the term cracker, but
Yeah. But
a lot of whites.
Yeah, a lot of whites. Any girl in junior high that wore like Cookie Monster pajama bottoms to school is definitely
Is it ICP now?
an ICP fan. Yeah.
Yeah, if you wore skin, any skin products,
Yeah. Skin.
SRH, you're probably
SRH.
ICP.
If you had like big puffy like fat laces in your DVS sneakers, you liked ICP.
I found a pretty OG old photo of me in the Osiris D3s the other day that were just
Really?
nasty. Yeah.
Dang.
Wish I kept them.
2 tongues.
Just explosive.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, with the mics, they're I think it's directional, so the more you speak into the front of it, it'll pick up your voice.
That's definitely not true.
If you do like this stuff, I don't think it picks up.
Yeah, I'll stop.
Just letting you know.
Okay.
Sorry. Let's get back to this podcast.
And yesterday I was gonna say was actually March 11th, 311 Day. Another great band.
righteous,
Yeah.
righteous.
So you celebrate the music of 311 yesterday.
Wow.
Just kind of
Whoa!
Is it?
Can you take it?
Wait, 311. 311. I just thought 311 was Oasis for a second, but I can't remember. What's one of the 311 songs?
Rainstorm, take
Oh.
me away from the norm.
Whoa.
just ultimate chill vibes.
I got to tell you something.
That's Gavin Newsom's second song.
This phenomenon.
Really in a song.
And early 311 is actually more
goes
like rap rock. They kind of transitioned into like the bumbaclot sound and found later success.
Oh,
311?
fuck club.
311.
Yeah.
What did you leave? You left a comment off the song I used on the sandbag workout. What did it say again?
I don't know. I was just reciting some of the lyrics I
Yeah.
thought were funny. I can't
I
remember.
know. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Did you guys see the video? It made me think of Joey. It's like somebody's taking it on an airplane, like on a runway, and all these people are like, everyone's like stressed out, obviously, and someone's kind of like just filming from their chair like this, and then in the back, you can't see him, but you hear Indian guy. He's like, whoever is farting, please stop farting.
Is it
He
real?
speaks for the class. He's
Is it
Yeah,
real?
it's in a plane.
so respectful.
It's in a plane and
Stop
everyone has their
farting.
heads down.
Whoever is farting, please stop farting.
One of the comments just said, like, chill, bro. You know it's you. Chill, bro. Oh, I'm in legit pain on flights. I can't make it through a flight
You just throw the phones on.
without absolutely
You just throw the
torching
phones
it up.
on and let them fly, you know?
No way.
You can't let them seep out. You can't lift a certain side.
There's too much air. There's just too much that needs to release that it would ruin people's flight. And then
The sound or the smell?
probably both. And then I can't trust it when I put in my AirPods. There's no way I'm letting it come out because I can't trust what the sound is. I need to press
Hear it.
pause on the song and hear it to make sure that it wasn't explosive.
Yeah.
Because
Your farts have they either don't smell most of the time or have like a distinct kind of smell.
I don't smell many of Joey's farts,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
It's mostly air.
mostly
It's a
air,
lot of air.
They
and
do
it's
have
most
a stench attached. It's kind of like a dog fart, but like if a dog farted in a room like 20 minutes ago, it's just like a light. It's like a little bit of like a hay smell as well.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, fibrous.
Nicest thing someone said to me all
It's like
week.
being on a farm.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a farm fart.
Fart like dog, yeah. No, I feel that. I mean, I can't burp, so that's...
Is that your Native American name? Fart like dog?
Fart like dog is definitely my Native American tribal name.
Like I just farted right now. I guess. But I don't know if you can see. You lift up. I lift up and let it seep through the front. If you
It's
go
not
side
enough.
angle,
That's not enough for me. It's just going to be explosive no matter what.
you can't allow it to ease in.
Maybe, but I can't trust what's happening down there.
Do you ever practice at home when you don't have anything under the line?
I let it fly at home.
Milo likes
I
it.
think you should. You should practice.
My phone might be playing the scene. Oh, no. We're good. I thought my phone was still playing the
CNSA tapping us. It's Newsom.
scene. The second they heard all the
bug on the phone.
all the Newsom chatter, we got
Keep an eye out
tapped.
for some FPVs out there.
Oh, yeah. More eyes peeled.
You said that before. I can't remember.
Does that mean drone? FPV?
FPV? I don't know.
I just on all the Ukrainian war content I watch, I see FPV a lot. I think
FPV. Oh man, I don't know.
you're the army man.
I don't know. Can't remember. FPV.
Typically, any military question that is diverted to Dot, he will shrug his shoulders, and Cole will end up having more intel on what's going on in foreign affairs.
FPV.
Cole's you've been kind of quiet lately with your war chatter,
Yeah, I
trying to tone it down on the Atlas
I
News.
can't take it all in.
But you were on the ground. You were boots on the ground.
Yeah, I was kind of
correspondent
guerrilla
there for a
reporting
little
for a
while.
while. Yeah. Don, do you have any interesting stories, or can you tell me what it's like flying in one of those? What were they? B-12s or whatever?
B-2 bombers.
No, the big cargo one.
The
where you
big
guys are
daddy
sitting
ones.
on each side.
Oh yeah, C16,
C-17, C-17.
C7, C17s.
Is it
The
loud?
one with the 1 number is the biggest one, the big one, the huge one. I think it's called like a C2, a C7. I think it's C7.
And you're sitting on each side.
C17,
Is there
I think.
like Humvees in the middle?
There can be. Yeah. They're literally, the big ones are for vehicles, literally vehicles, like 3 vehicles.
And do they parachute the vehicles out?
They can, if they want.
Did you ever see that?
I've never been in the plane where vehicles come out, but I've been in the plane where like massive things go out and then a parachute
Like
opens.
pallets
and then you
of-
jump
of
out after. Yeah.
MREs?
Or boats. Yeah, or boats. Boats.
Boats?
Yeah. And then you're sitting on the sides or you're like in hammocks within the gear. But
Cold?
Huh?
Cold in there?
It's pretty freezing. So you wear jackets.
Did you have to sleep in a hammock in there too?
Yeah, you sleep. Did I say hammock? What did I
Like
say?
a hammock or some type
Yeah,
of bunk
yeah.
situation.
Yeah, you put a hammock all throughout the gear, in and out of cars, in and out of like the ISUs that are just like they look like the sauna but a square, and that's where all your gear goes in. But we
Cool.
rigged up cars in there. One of the last things I did was rigging up
I remember that.
vehicles to where within a certain like 2 minutes, 1 minute of landing, you're unhooking the vehicle straps and you're ready to like drive out immediately right when you land. So we practiced that a bunch. That was pretty cool.
They were training for the big war right there.
Training for the
Yeah.
frickin' Gulf War II. But it's fun on there. It's relaxing. It's really loud. And then
You go
just,
earplugs
you just
or
pop,
no earplugs?
have to do.
Excuse me,
have
Ear
to do.
Pro. Ear Pro.
Ear Pro.
What's Ear Pro?
You go frickin'
Oh, that's
Community. The
community
knows
AirPods.
it's Ear Pro.
Ear Pro. AirPods. Take an Ambien. Pass out. Or try to stay awake and trip out and then pass out.
Would you ever
Sorry.
do it? Would you ever do a pod with some of the community fellas?
Don
With
said he's down to pod with them,
Hawker,
but they're all still active
Dude,
duty.
you can't say
Bill-
the names.
Oh, we're gonna have to edit that.
No.
We got
I'm kidding. No.
Newsom,
Okay.
Newsom's coming for him, dude.
Yeah. Nixon's
Yeah,
gonna
they
get
can't do it
his
because
ass.
they're active
Oh,
dudes.
short. Okay.
Yeah,
They're
so,
they're frontliners.
I mean, if I was active, when I was activated, there would be nothing. There's not an ounce of my body that would have been on a podcast or done a podcast while I was still in the military.
was that just
It's
because
just
you
like-
would have gotten in trouble, or more the shame of
Probably both.
like
Why are
so
you? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, why are you talking? Like, even though I might not be talking about it, it's just the more you're like out in the open scene, it's just like, what are you doing? And it's just like
What
any
is
job.
what
It's
is
like
what
any-
is Jocko Willink on about lately? I haven't even seen it.
Well, just think. It's like if you're like a car.
I
I
haven't
don't
heard
know.
from Willink in a while.
Sean Ryan kind of took Willink's throne.
Yeah, I think he did kind of overthrow.
Sean Ryan. Yeah, I can't wait for my S Ryan. It's a secret podcast I'm gonna do, but
We got
I
Sean
can't-
Ryan. We
I
got
can't
Sean
let
Ryan
my-
coming on the pod.
I can't let people know yet what's going
I
on.
was gonna say let's do a scene, but you want to save it?
Yeah, we can't.
Don,
do
what
that.
is the? Have you had any response other than
Darby's going at
other
Bob.
than Darbonic Jerky,
Darby? Yeah,
which
When
is
he get-
one of
when
our
he
We
gets
have
main
any
out.
sponsors?
Darbonic jerky here?
Why don't we
Yeah,
have
we
the
don't have
Darbonic
Darbonic
Jerky?
Where is the Darb?
Hey, honestly though, the Darb Jerky is delish.
I just got to no. It wasn't even a sponsor. Don on my episode.
Don't just
Yours too. No.
Oh,
we
yeah,
just had the-
yeah,
I didn't have it yet.
We just had the piranha. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't get his first sponsor.
I didn't have it yet.
dude. Shout out Darbonic
So-
Jerky. Do you still have the code, Finny?
100%. FINI.
Use it on the site. But other than Darbonic Jerky, who's not in anymore, have you had any response?
He's
from
in. He's still in.
Darbonic
That's why
Jerky
he
is.
hasn't. Yeah, that's why he isn't in the podcast yet.
Oh, so has he gotten pushback for starting the jerky biz?
No. No.
I,
I
guess
mean,
it's just be doing
I,
pods. and
yeah, I
being
won't
vocal.
say any. I won't say anything about Darbonic until he's out.
Mm.
Let's just leave it at that.
But I was gonna say, have you had a response from?
he's got.
Have you had any
There's more to
response from
that.
the community?
No.
About you making content and workout videos.
No. Nothing. I mean, only people. Only people
Maybe
that
it's
have
until
hit-
you pop off. That's
'cause
when
I've
people
only had.
start
I've
hating.
only. I only had when I was in there. I had 5, 6. I would consider close friends. You know, at 5, 6 close friends.
Mhm.
And then the rest were just teammates, like being on a soccer team, but you might not like hang out with them after. It's the same thing. It's like, what's up, teammate? But like the rest of your day and the rest of the weekend, you don't see them. I've had a couple people hit me up that are like getting out and be like, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? I'm trying to do this. What was it like getting out? What was it like?
Yeah, Dante's become a transition officer.
Did the
for
community
multiple
get pissed
people.
that you were like saying you're a
transitioning
SEAL? I'm like,
out of
no,
the
it's
military.
fine as long as like just don't do anything insane, I guess. And then you might have like a bunch of people coming out. You know, if I started dressing in drag and if I was if I started going all trans mode, I'm pretty sure I'd be outcasted.
Well, the
Which I'm
one.
pretty sure I
the
did.
one. The one.
Last
I'm pretty
month.
sure you did.
The one trans SEAL detransitioned, right?
Yeah, he did. He was on the
He did.
SR podcast.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So
really
wait, so
good.
he
It was a really good one. I liked
so
it.
he was man in military, become woman,
become woman,
Become woman.
and then back to man,
back
Yeah.
to man, and now
Forget-
has wife.
and now his wife.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
He talks about it. It was a really good one. I can't remember everything.
What
It was a long time
was?
ago.
Yeah, I can't
What's his
remember
name?
his name.
Can't remember.
Anyways, yeah, because when he was a she was on Rogan not that long ago,
That's right. Yeah.
talking about like how firm this choice was and how it's like such a confliction and how it's really who they were and this and that. And then I don't know. I guess maybe the political. I don't want to say the political climate can sway somebody like that.
He
to
explains
kinda
why
change
he
their
switched
whole
it back.
identity, but it almost seemed like becoming, like being trans wasn't cool in the political. I don't know. Maybe that's inflammatory to say, but you wonder how much
probably.
the environment influences a decision like that.
100%.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you're like if you have a slight bit of tism in you, 5% of tism, and you're like easily moved
Yeah.
from different things. You don't have like a set stone foundation of what you believe in and who you are. Then yeah, you could move. I don't know.
The crows. Are
You used to
starting
also be a
circle.
freaking raging lib when you were 18, and I asked you in the gym. I was like, "Why are you and Jackson like Obama so much?" You're just like, "'Cause he's cool, Don."
The posters got him.
Obama.
The posters got Cole.
Yeah, dude.
You guys got mad at me,
But then again, it was also Coney 2012 too. So we were.
and
on
then
with
you
that
guys
too.
are like, "Why do you like? You only like conservatives just 'cause your dad's conservative." Remember you guys
Well-
telling me that,
It's hard to say you're.
and I'll never forget it.
It's hard to say you're anything nowadays. I feel like if well, it's not hard to say. A lot of people identify one way or the other as far as politics go. But like for instance, right now, I don't.
You don't like Obama?
No, I don't. Well, number one, what happened to Obama's chef? I do want to put that out there.
He was killed.
Oh yeah, that's
Really?
right. I died.
This is what this is where I
didn't know any of this.
This is I told you guys are the ones who give me all the war intel.
This was like 2 years ago, right?
Maybe not even that long.
Joe, he's a chef. Really quick. He's before and then
Friends with
stick
Big
on your
Mike?
point, whatever
I
you're
wanna
about to
hear
say. But let's
No,
put
my
it,
point was just, yeah, go ahead.
Did Big Mike
Joe.
have him killed?
Joe. He was the chef, and he was at the freaking. I almost said Mar-a-Lago. He was at some fancy
Martha's
place.
Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard or whatever that's called. There's a pond or lake, a big lake, and it's like not that deep.
It's like 3 or 4
Where he
feet of
drowned.
water.
And he's a swimmer. He's like a good swimmer. It shows video footage of this guy swimming. And he went paddle boarding, and they found him dead in the lake. They said
I
he
think
drowned.
with his leash to his paddleboard still on.
They found him. I'm pretty sure they found him dead in a place where you could stand. So it was like
Yeah.
5'5" or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was tall.
And even if you were
And he
struggling
was a
and you had
swimmer.
your leash, you just pull the board over.
And he was a
grab it.
swimmer.
Was he doing any like aggressive paddle boarding, like
Joey,
maneuvers? I'm
was
just
a
saying he
swimmer.
could have been doing.
No.
God damn it! He could have been trying some yoga poses. I don't know.
Anyway, that's it. Story.
I didn't know that.
And the Clintons
gone.
had a chef die in a very strange way too.
Oh,
Weirdly,
that
a
many,
chef
many
as well.
people. I haven't
Because
looked.
if you think about it, the chef kind of lives in the house with you. Probably
And they
hears
know too
all the
much.
little secrets. Knows too
Oh.
much. Yeah.
Or is the secret?
The Clintons chef was like in like rural Utah or something. This is pure misinformation. But
Rural Utah.
was hiking somewhere like that, Colorado, Utah. I don't remember. And I think drowned in like 6 inches of water
Oh,
in a little ravine or something insane.
the heights just keep getting lower and lower, lower, lower.
The Bush's chef drowned on a molecule. A molecule went into
5.5 feet, 6 inches. That's
Waterboarded
crazy.
himself.
That's crazy.
How was the waterboarding? How was that really how long you could last, or you think you could do it longer?
I practiced waterboarding, but
We
right
all-
before
we
the
all
video,
ended up waterboarding
We just filmed the
that.
waterboarding video 3 days ago. It is bad. I mean, the people that have come out, I've heard say before and said like, "Oh, it's easy." It's like, it's actually you're
Horrible.
actually drowning.
Yeah.
And if my arms were strapped, I would be breathing. You'd be breathing in 90% water, 10% air. When the water gets or the towel gets completely flooded with water, all you can do to get a slight bit of
Blow
air
it
is
off for a second.
blow really loud or blow really hard, and then when you breathe in, it suction cups to your face, and just water is like a waterfall down your nose and your mouth.
Yeah.
So you could just keep doing it, but you'd probably be throwing up. You'd probably be getting zero oxygen to your brain, and that's how you
So
can
it's
get
a
messed
war
up.
crime.
I think.
If torture is considered a war crime, that's
I mean,
definitely torture.
it's not like anything like chopping off fingers or pulling off nails or anything, but I think it's
Hours
so.
on end,
I think
probably,
that you
for
would
some
say
fellas.
anything. You would say anything to stop from drowning
Yeah.
after you try waterboarding. You'll probably say a lot. After you do it for
yeah.
after you're throwing up in the towel,
I think
breathing
Tim
it
Kennedy,
back in.
Tim Kennedy did it to himself in a video.
I think he
I think
said that
that's
it
who
was
Don's
easy or
referencing.
something. And I just want to see.
Yeah, he
I
said
want to
it's
see
easy, but he's
anyone.
kind of a-
I want to see anyone get waterboarded and say it's easy because
It's like, yeah.
me and Joe are very, very good with drowning and being in like big waves and like
couple sea dogs.
everything.
Sea dogs.
And it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was absolutely terrible. You
Is
can't
it your
breathe.
Agent?
Agent's calling. Yeah,
So-
I mean, it's like saying it's easy, like when someone chokes you out, but it's like you're just gonna go to sleep, or at some point you would choke and pass out, like you're just swallowing water. And we didn't do it with our hand straps; we were just trying it out. So at any point you just can pull off the towel. But if your hands were strapped, you're just gonna be like Don said, choking on the water, throwing up,
breathing back in your throat,
breathing it back in until you pass out, or until they stop.
and then redoing it. Yeah.
Until they stop pouring the water, and then. But if they kept pouring the water, then it's like you die.
So then the reason why they said
Sucks.
waterboarding was so bad is that people would just say anything to make it stop.
Yeah.
Because drowning is one of the worst things you can do, is not being able to breathe. It might not be painful, but it's probably the worst thing. So people would just say anything.
If you go and watch the video, we really give a detailed explanation on waterboarding.
We're talking seriously about waterboarding.
Yeah, but if you go and watch the clip,
I watched it.
you did.
Yeah, of course.
I want to say thank you also to Lieutenant Stu Ranch, who took time out of his busy schedule to come down and actually lay down the foundation for that waterboarding.
Wild Bill
And
Bill.
Luke Caldwell, both honestly fantastic, and John Torta too. A lot
Bill-
of all active duty.
Bill sent a picture immediately of a screenshot of you. It just said Commander Torta.
Dude. I did happen to look a lot like Commander John Torta. Striking resemblance. One of the officers who came in and helped with the waterboarding.
Commander.
Actually, he was actually a commander. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Stu Ranch was intelligence. So.
And then Chief Caldwell.
Yeah, Luke Caldwell was
Information
younger
extractionist.
extractionist, but very high profile.
Yeah.
As he said too, worked in a lot of hot zones.
Do you guys know of any houses on your? Yeah.
We can waterboard you after this.
we should do it on the pod.
We can do it on the pod.
Or is that? I don't get if people get so like even bringing up the waterboarding, everyone gets very like frustrated when I bring it up. Like Ashley
whoa.
Oh yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Don just
Just had a factory reset.
Don just heard
Yeah,
Grenada.
system update. Yeah.
I'm like, people get water. He started checking the doors.
No, when I watched it, we watched
Ashley
it.
was so bummed. She was like, "You're gonna what?"
Yeah. When we watched it at Tyler's, when I picked up and loaded the disc to go back here, we watched it, and Jay and Stacy were there, Liza and Zach, Jesse, Tyler, their kids, and then Melissa, the cousin.
Okay.
Don just went Leviticus on the whole family lineage that was there at the party. There's a second brother
One of the
of
cats' names. There's like 6 of them.
Beninging, literally.
in the beginning.
Beninging away.
In the beginning. In the beginning.
Leviticus. No. But I was watching on the couch, and everyone's watching, and the women, like, half of them aren't watching and don't really want to watch. And like their faces were just like
Ash did
like
not.
it's funny.
Ash loved Don't Swim video versus
That's family fun.
Kiara, D1 swimmer versus Navy SEAL. Tagline's great. Is popping up on YouTube.
Yeah.
It went viral.
But Ashley
went viral.
Ashley
It
did
went absolutely
not,
viral.
Ashley
It's
did
about
not like the
50K.
water.
Viral for my account.
50K.
65.
Oh!
I mean, it's for my account. It is.
Can we get
Not for,
3
like-
booms for that, Cole?
Boom! Boom! Boom!
Deserves 3 booms at least. Ash would not watch the waterboarding. She didn't like it. I told Don it was going to be controversial. Oh,
You know, I'm hearing some creepy sounds.
honestly,
I was gonna
Block's
say,
hot. Block's hot right
it
now.
sounds like the same like tin of beans has been blowing in the wind out in the gutter for.
The
I was gonna
Block-
say, do you know of any? Is there any local lore or legends about Annette has any haunted houses or anything like that?
Well, actually, due southwest.
We can't say this house, can we? That would be a little bit too much. For
Yeah, it's gnarly. Growing up,
detectives. Let's say detectives in a Hawaiian shirt came to that house over there.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard that story.
yeah, we can't say
we'll
it.
save that for episode 2097.
Nick Nolte from freaking Point Break came to that.
Dog
house.
the bounty hunter was there. No, there is. I mean, there's a crew of vultures that live on the tree out there, which is pretty ominous.
Yeah, they moved
They're
away, but
always
they'll come
circling
back.
out there.
They'll come back.
Yeah, they haven't come back.
But
Well,
no other hauntings, cryptids.
I mean, Billy Hinzo just moved out, so I mean that is we lost one of the greats.
Yeah.
We never see the neighbor. We think he might be like a serial killer or something. Hopefully he doesn't watch this.
He honestly just never comes out. I think he's a hardcore gamer. I think he's got a little gaming system set up and just.
A little Boo Radley action over there.
I think he's just thrashing on the computer.
All right.
But I don't know. We hope for the best for him. But yeah, I mean, nothing serious.
All right,
The
just
block's still
checking-
quiet.
The
just
house
checking.
burned down. The house burned down a
That
couple
was
months ago.
gnarly. Tesla, yeah, Tesla
Oh yeah,
caught
Charger.
fire.
Save the day.
Whole house burned down.
Yeah, shout out Little Sister Tall was carrying dogs. It was on
110-pound dog.
4th of July. So there's fireworks blasting off.
I think I could put that in the film.
Oh yeah, fireworks blasting off, which typically there's fires that are started. So everyone's at the park watching the fireworks, and then a house 10 houses down right here is fully on fire, catches a blaze, but it's because the Tesla was plugged into the garage wrong, and then little sis jumped over.
Those
and
Teslas.
had a couple golden retrievers on her shoulder carrying them back to our house. Legit big dogs in the video.
Huge dog.
She's
110
carrying
pounds.
like a 90-pound dog, firefighter style, over her shoulder.
If you go in front carry, goblet squat.
goblet squat style, and yeah, no one.
I wonder if they have like a case against Tesla or anything.
Probably.
That
Or their
shouldn't
or their
happen.
electrician that put up
in
the
unit.
because like see
Yeah.
that right
I
there
could
for the
hit- I
sauna.
could hit up
I had an
Elon.
electrician have to do
I
that.
could hit
Hit
up
'em up.
Musk.
Licensed.
I could hit up Musk.
Must be licensed.
Elon, yeah, they're,
Three
they're-
missed calls from Ashley. Sorry, Ash. Like I could hit up Musk. Look, Ashley's called me 3 times.
they
I do have to wrap this up soon though, because Tarantigo is calling.
Tigo.
that's fine. Don and I'll carry the torch.
What the heck?
No, we're good. Keep going.
Elon's got
Let me call Ash really quick.
the liberals burning electric cars right now, which is crazy.
We'll let Cole just quick take the political his soapbox really quick.
Where are you guys going?
How's our audience gonna respect the pod if we have to? Check. What were you saying, Cole?
We should do some Point Break scenes next time.
Yeah. Comment below. Comment below for whatever scenes we need. I'll do Point Break.
Point
What
Break will be
scene?
fun.
Which one? Give me 2.
Yeah, give me 2, maybe
They need to be long.
long ones. Like, isn't there a good scene when they're down on the beach at like the bonfire?
I think so.
Yeah,
The fight scene.
the fight scene with Anthony Kiedis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Joey kind of sucked the air out of the room, huh?
Well, now it makes me worry when if Ashley, his wife, my sister-in-law calls 3 times. I'm like, what's going on? Now I'm just
They, he's fine.
we're good.
Um,
What shoes are these?
These are Nike Pegasus.
Why are you wearing them? Do you like them?
Air Pegasus. Yeah, I like them. I work across the street from a shoe store, and they give me a nice discount on things.
You work literally across the street, like
Yeah.
you could see the shoe store from the
Yeah.
Santo.
Yeah.
Or oops, wasn't allowed to say.
No,
something.
it's fine.
Okay. That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Macy hates them. Maybe
Why?
they're lame.
The color or just the style?
They were actually on. Actually, I bought Macy a pair of shoes that didn't fit her, and they would only give me a store credit, so I just picked out something off the clearance rack. What's up, Joey? All good?
In the niggy biggy.
Can you put a little clip of that in here too, so people know what that is?
I think I can.
You
I don't
do a
know.
lot of
I'm not.
editing,
I don't
I
know. I'm a.
You can just
I
sample
can.
a little
Yeah,
clip
I
if
think
it's
I
5
can.
seconds.
Yeah. I don't know if I could sample.
You're military, dude.
Yeah,
Get
you have
clearance.
Yeah.
Get internet clearance
I was still there.
for an African preacher video.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there was supposed to be a surprise guest today.
Today?
Did I tell Cole? I did tell Cole.
Yeah, but they both flaked. So
They both
this is
flaked.
Freaking, what do they call it? Nothing burger.
This
the
is nothing
niggy.
burger. In the beginning,
We
there was
were
a
supposed to have
guest.
2 surprise guests.
We have one orange.
No, there was one. I had
solo
2
orange
to
Mike
pick
waiting.
from.
Mom.
And they were both. One couldn't literally make it, and the other I think is. You know who you are. But they'll be here in the future.
All right.
Can we do another exercise?
Yeah.
You have another one for us?
Yeah.
Close us out with this one because Tarantigo's calling.
So
An hour
there's
and 10 more minutes.
there's something I've been into lately. As we've mentioned, I've moved away from the political specter.
Krav Maga.
It's become not Krav Maga. It's become a little bit too overwhelming for me. I just want a little more lighthearted, fun stuff.
He's going straight to the heart.
Research. So I've been really into cryptids. Cryptids are like famous examples would be Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, but it goes a lot deeper. A cryptid could also be an animal that maybe once existed and is widely to be believed as extinct, but people claim to still have sightings.
Like a tiger.
like a Tasmanian devil. No, tigers are
Saber-tooth.
it's like a saber tooth. No, well, yeah, but that's too far gone. There's no saber tooths. Animals from like
Chair won't stop squeaking.
animals from the turn of the century. Usually, the dodo bird,
The giant sloth.
Yeah, there's no giant sloths.
They're
Giant
fast.
sloths? What about the tunnels in
They
Argentina
did dig the tunnels, I believe, in Brazil.
or
They're
Brazil?
fast when they get attacked.
So you
You've
don't
seen
think the giant sloths are real?
No, they were real at one point, but
But would that-
they're not alive now.
Oh.
That's what a
cryptid-
would, like the Tasmanian tiger.
Oh, yes.
There's footage of the You're gonna have to edit this one in too. There's footage of the Tasmanian tiger in captivity
You're kidding.
from like the 20s. It was the last one ever alive. It's like a short, kind of weird dog, and it has like some zebra stripes on its butt, and it has this long jaw that kind of like unhinges. It opens
Like
its
an
mouth,
anteater?
and its mouth opens like this wide. Huh?
Oof.
Like an anteater?
Sort of like an anteater.
Swordfish?
A swordfish, yeah. But anyways, Bigfoot is the most famous one. Bigfoot sightings occur all over the country.
He's not real.
Every region has a Bigfoot. You say he's not real, that's fine. I'm not here nor there on it as well. But the Native Americans, they have hundreds of words for Sasquatch throughout their history.
Where's his scat? No one ever finds the scat.
The scat, yeah, I'm sure that's, there's no scat found. People always say, where are the bodies? Where if they're dying,
Where are the bones?
they bury their dead. So
Have you seen I believe there are big people in the past. Like, have you seen like all like the
There's-
cathedrals and whatnot with like all the locks like freaking
now
20
you're
feet?
getting into
Is that
Tartaria.
fake?
Yeah, there
Is
were
that fake?
Well, I mean, sometimes maybe they would just make big doors because it looks cool,
With locks you can't reach?
Yeah, I mean, there is giant theory out there too. I'm a little bit into giant theory as well.
So what do you want about right now?
Anyways, I want to do some Bigfoot calls.
Get some
It's
calls.
called- you're saying cryptic? What was it? again?
Cryptids.
Cryptids.
So like take calls.
Cryptozoology is the study of these kind of mythical creatures.
What are calls? What do you think they make? What sounds they make?
Yeah, so there's a famous.
I thought you meant like take calls, like have people call in.
Yeah,
They've seen them.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We
too.
could
If
do
could
that.
get people to call in, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I can Google how to do that.
But you're
You
saying
Google it.
actually like
Yeah,
a mating call
there's,
of a.
there's a famous recording called the Sierra Sounds by this hunter who had a deer hunting cabin somewhere in the Sierras in Northern California, and they would hear sounds all the time. So finally, he brought all this like reel-to-reel recording equipment and was like, "I'm going to capture this," and it's pretty unequivocal Bigfoot calls he recorded. The Sierra Sounds, widely regarded. So I'll start off,
All right,
and this
that's
is what
the Mamua tribe. So
Mamua. Okay, that's okay. So it's kind of like almost like a gibbon, like this.
Wait, do we get to hear a reference,
We
or
have
we
to
get
copy
to
you?
only get to hear yours? We should hear
well,
a
I can pull
reference.
the thing up, but then it's gonna not be good for the viewers.
You can
So
play
we-
into.
So you
spe-
could try it. We'll try to copy what you're doing.
play into speaker so everybody hear.
Okay. Well, I'll do what I think it sounds like first while I find it.
No, wait,
So
wait,
it's
wait. Let's
okay.
hear the original. Well,
Well,
actually,
he's saying, good.
we'll-
Yeah, let's hear him, and so then we could now.
and then we all.
then we know what it's like.
Well, actually, this will be more fun.
Okay.
What do you give me? What you think a Bigfoot would sound like first?
Oof. I really wanted to do a Joe Rogan.
Oh.
What's one of like a classic Joe one?
I think he's like the griller. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
I was more channeling the Australian husband
think
getting
it's-
interviewed.
I think it's like. Oh yeah, yeah.
The wife's not moving a muscle.
I think it's
Okay.
That's good.
That's kind of low frequency communication. Now, if they were calling like deep into the forest, if it was a bit of a more pronounced, louder one, what do you think it'd sound like? Okay. Okay, you guys, great.
I did mine.
Yeah, Joey did his.
Before I trailed
That's-
off into
that-
Australia.
Those were both great, but I think you're going to be surprised. Let's find the here we go.
Let me get the type pitch.
Okay, that probably sounds terrible on the mic.
Yeah, it's probably not good.
That's just one excerpt, but
It
it's
sounded terrible.
sounded like
in
crickets.
the
it's a
room.
recording from the 70s, okay? Okay.
It's all good.
Anyways, I'll find it.
If it
But-
sounded,
but-
if
but
the audio sounded
listen.
bad in the room,
they do
the
a gibbon.
listeners.
They do a gibbon whooping like this. Yep,
Did we just do that same
you
thing?
got it.
whoop.
They do whoops. That's how they communicate.
like a
That's
monkey.
what we heard in that video.
No,
I didn't
we
hear
get
one
to it,
whoop.
but it's so grainy that I didn't get to that point. But they're known to do whoops, and then what you did hear in the video is a very strange, garbled, almost a language like a caveman speak. So they seem to maybe have some sort of language as well.
And you're telling me Big Bro in the 70s went out and recorded it?
He recorded it. It's been studied at University of Oregon for the discrepancies in the recording, if it's been edited. You can look into it. Google the Sierra sounds at home if you're interested. It's quite compelling.
What do they call their language? Gargle?
They do a lot of tree knocking as well. So if you hear like a big, almost like a home run hit on a baseball bat when you're in the woods, that should be alarming.
Could be crack of a tree too, or just a.
Yeah, they bend trees in strange formations. I think they're out there. I think they are, and I think they might be interdimensional, maybe some sort of spiritual entity.
Everyone's always like they're
That
out
comes in
there,
it-
but where are they? You know what I mean? Same thing with
Cole's trying to tell us they're right under our
they're
nose.
right there. Maybe they're angels or demons or both.
Yeah, they could
Cole's
be
tapping into the
interdimensional.
spiritual
I don't
realm.
know.
I'm going Tucker Carlson mode right now.
Yeah,
What
Tucker
are UFOs? Spirits, angels, demons.
Tucker got attacked by a demon in his bed.
That's what he said.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Joey's been attacked a few times.
I have been sat on for sure. Dot was in the room, and I'm just trying.
Help!
I'm trying to.
Take it out.
I'm trying to get to the. I'm trying to get to the door handle.
I'm
but
in a
there-
box.
But there was one times where I felt like he had my hands, but I think I just had fallen asleep on my arms, and they were both asleep.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm throwing my hands at the door handle and trying to open my door handle
Like
with
Ace
nubs.
Ventura with the
Yes.
darts.
But in my dream, the beast had my arms, and
beast.
that's why I couldn't use them. But
Kind
then
of a shadow
as-
figure. Or could you make out?
no, as I came to, I realized that my arms had fallen asleep, and I got claustrophobic, and both my arms were asleep.
Oh yeah.
And that played into. But then again,
The
it could have
beast.
been the whooping. It could have been the
Well,
whooping.
I've woken
Sasquatch,
you
too.
up once, and you said I'm in a box. I can't get out, and I checked around you to make sure you're not in a box.
to make sure you indeed
And
were
I'm like-
not boxed.
I'm like, well, you have your pants hanging on your body because
I used to sleep in the closet. I am out of the
I'm
closet.
like, maybe you
now.
are in a
Harry Potter.
box.
Speaking, to wrap it up on turning the pods gay, I am out of the closet. But I used to sleep in a closet.
You gotta go, right?
Do
Or
we have
no?
time for one more story?
I got Tarantino on the line.
We can. Yeah, it's fine. It's been an hour, and we could.
What?
What's your
one
next
No,
more
no, it's
story.
okay.
We'll
We'll
save it
leave
for
it on
next
We
that
can wrap it up.
cliffhanger. I've got a good sleep paralysis.
Cole
sleep.
does.
So the plan is
Cole's
doing
broke,
this.
you broke a glass, or you tried to jump out a dang balcony or something.
Well, before the main story, yeah, I did. I was caught on an Alaskan.
Catch us next week.
next week.
I was caught on an Alaskan cruise on the patio, asleep, standing there with
That's-
the open Pacific beneath me.
Oh,
Very scary.
Yeah, and they had to wake me up, and I was just standing on the patio of the cruise ship room.
Dang.
that would have been an insane teaser to leave people.
Well, is there more to the story? So the next
No,
podcast?
that's no. We'll get into it
All right.
next
And
episode.
then I drowned in 1 inch of water. Cole,
All right,
think
we'll
we
plan
covered some
on
good stuff.
doing these once a week. Is that cool with you
Sure.
guys? Maybe twice a week. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, y'all. The Range or whatever you guys comment below.
We have whoever gets the most booms, honestly.
All right.
Wait, what's Chuck Liddell's?